Three, two, one. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Easy Elliott, and today we're gonna be reacting to the new WWE 2K22 ringside report, the deep dive gameplay. Now, I've been seeing things on Twitter about this. People been talking, praising it up. So, let me see what this is about.
I saw in NBA 2K 22 where you look at their players
Uh,
and the details and just the likenesses look amazing. And so we shared that same technology and brought that into WWE 2K22, like the cross polarization scans, improved hair. Just to me, the
wow. Okay. So they improving the hair textures and everything.
amazing amount of detail that you'll see in our superstars
Look at that. Bianca Belair hair actually moves like actual fucking hair. Wow.
is unparalleled for us.
Yeah, and also the teams have overhauled the lighting engine, and there's an all new VFX engine as well.
Yeah,
I mean, oh, that's nice and everything, but I came to see the gameplay. I came to see the gameplay. That's what I came to see. This is what I came to see. Now, it's a reason why I stopped playing the WWE games. One of the reasons being that stupid reversal system. I read online that they took it off, so that's a plus for me. It's a plus. It's probably a day one buy for me, but I have to see this gameplay because I just do not like the gameplay for WWE 2K games at all. I just don't like it. It's too slow.
One of the things we very intentionally called out to our fan base is that we have a redesigned gameplay experience. And starting with Jason, can you talk about what that means to you and how gameplay hits different?
In WWE 2K22, we have a completely new animation system. This system
I
has allowed us
see.
to greatly improve the look and the feel of the characters.
I mean, for what I'm seeing so far, it looks pretty good. It looks like the camera is more tight towards the action than how it was last year. Hey, they got a new referee. Nice.
Basically, everything from the way the characters move and they traverse through the world, how they align with each other during attacks has been completely overhauled and redone.
I mean, it looked like they. I'm not. I keep on pausing it. It looks like they sped up the gameplay as well.
Players are going to notice a significant difference the moment they pick up the controller. The characters are way more responsive than they've ever been. You no longer feel like you're fighting to control your character to get
Uh,
them into position to do what you want them to do. Strikes, dives, springboards, they all connect more precisely. And that's also something that we really struggled with and took to heart and tried to resolve this year. Another key change that we've made to the game engine this year is our physics system. While the series has always had Havoc to some degree, it was primarily used for
Speaking of that physics system, I heard that they limit the restrictions that you could do on tables and ladders and all that stuff. So like think about like SBR 2011, right? How you could place the ladders and tables anywhere you want and smash them any type of way. For what I heard, you could do that on this game. Now, I need to see it to believe it, but what I saw in the trailer, then when who was that? Someone threw someone over the ring and she broke the tape. I forgot who it was. I think it was Bianca Belair, but I'm about to watch the trailer again to see that one again. But
only hair and clock simulation. For 2K22,
like, long as it go back to like that type of wrestling game when the game was actually fun, I'll pick it up.
we've completely integrated Havoc into gameplay, which has allowed us to introduce things like breakable props. The kendo stick starts to fray the more you use it. Tables, they break more dynamically.
Now, I don't like this. I hope that you could switch this out to like more for like a meter where you could time it how it was before. Cause I don't like the button mashing. So far, I don't like how everything is based off of like combos and stuff. I don't like that.
The
Cause
challenging
like
breaks. And even elements
because
within
it's like yes, this is a wrestling game and yes, it's categorized under a fighting game. But bro, if I want to do combos, I just go play Street Fighter or Tekken. I want to play a wrestling game. Let me do wrestling moves that I want to do. So let me do that. I don't want to do a combo to execute a fucking finisher. But hey, I don't know. Maybe it's pretty fun. I
the
don't know.
environment itself are now dynamically breaking, such as like the corner barricade, instead of relying on a canned sequence animation. It's a really big change and has helped to make the entire gameplay experience feel more dynamic.
The fuck was that?
Awesome.
Really big change and has helped to make the entire gameplay experience feel
Bruh, fix your animations, my guy.
more dynamic.
Awesome. Derek, same question.
So for me, when we sat down to figure out how we were going to change gameplay for 2K22, one of the biggest things that
And again,
when
like,
we
it's
sat
me
down to
nitpicking.
figure out how we were
It's
going
me
to
just
change
nitpicking right
gameplay
now.
for 2K22.
This shit right here, the two button signature. Please, for the love of God, I hope I could switch that back to one fucking button, because that right there is fucking stupid. You have to press two fucking buttons to execute a finisher or a signature. Nah, nah, that's already gonna be a problem there, buddy. No.
One of the biggest things that we put as a priority was making sure the game is fun in a pick up and play kind of way. I want to be able to hand the controller to my friend who doesn't know anything about WWE, and I want them to still be able to have a good time and be able to just kind of hop in with me. So we made sure that with our controls redesign, all of the core actions are something you can discover just by button mashing. You should be able to.
Mm, I don't know how I feel about that, cause like, in a way, I agree with him. Like, it should be easy to play, pick up and play. But at the same time, as like a veteran like myself, I don't like the button mashing aspect of it. Again, if I want to button mash and do combos, I could just go play a fighting game. This is a wrestling game. Yes, it's classified under fighting, but at the same time, it's not a fighting game. It's more of like a simulation fighting. I don't, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know. This might be a hit. This might be a miss. I don't know. It just still controls me. Like, when they released the controls in the beginning, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of nitpicking about it. But they say you can switch it back, but we'll see.
Basically play through a match without having known anything beforehand.
Yeah, this.
Strikes from previous
I'm not fucking with this. I'm not.
years. They're bigger, slower strikes, but they deal more damage. And then finally, grapples. Those are where some of the bigger changes come into play. So you press the grapple button once to lock up with your opponent, but then from there you can press light, you can press heavy. Those will do your light and heavy grapples, but there's all sorts of other options. Irish whips, drag, carry, all of those things come from the grapple state. So once you grapple your opponent, you have a lot of possibilities opened up.
But would it make sense to, like, just press the grapple button and just press the analog stick to the direction that you want to do it, so you can assign certain moves like how it used to be in SmackDown versus Raw games? Wouldn't that make more sense? Like, I understand the fighting, the heavy light attacks, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like what they would do is they'll assign you like a certain light attack. So say like you press the grapple button, you press a light attack, you do like a fireman's carry to a chokehold or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Up to you.
Okay, and I want to toss this over to Jonathan too. So, opening up these possibilities, can you talk about some of the combo options that players can dive into?
Yeah, sure. I love how simple and engaging our new dynamic combo system feels. I don't need to memorize every superstar's move set, but instead I practice the timing of my inputs in order to execute combos. Light attacks allow me to branch into a combo.
I don't know about that, buddy, because like when you playing as different wrestlers or different superstars, they have their own like move set and their own unique moves to that character. So I don't know. For what I'm getting on here is like everybody got the same move. That's what I'm getting from it. But I don't know. Like I say, yeah, I have to see when the game comes out. So
And when I learn that light, heavy grab executes that move, I can take that and apply it to anybody I play with. I love the exploration that our game provides to encourage the user to play with many different superstars and then choose whichever one is better suited for them. And if you don't like the combos that we assign, we also support customizing combos. I'm personally really excited to see what cool combos our community creates.
Okay, very quickly, I want to take it back to one point that Derek touched on earlier, which was about the accessibility of this game and being able to just pick it up and play. And I want to call this out mainly because I myself am a much newer player to WWE 2K.
uh
So
huh.
for me, picking up and playing has been the whole experience. The controls are super easy to learn. And while my own habits fall back on button mashing the controller, even though we have that, I enjoy having to be very strategic and intentional about how I'm approaching this game, especially when it comes to the timing of things like reversals or finishers. So I
See, like I said, the plus to this stuff is that they got rid of that stupid old reversal meter down here. They got rid of it because for the longest I've been preaching to the heavens on Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff to get rid of that. And I'm glad that they did that. That right there is a plus because the online play was so fucking ass. Like the only way you'll win a game online is if you don't press your reversal button. That's basically what it came down to. And I'm glad they took that shit out. Glad they did that.
I can definitely attest to, hey, if you're feeling intimidated by this, please don't pick it up, try it out. You'll have such a blast. But also, if you're a vet and you've been playing this for a long, long time, can y'all talk about how vets can better show off their moves and what that means for the overall strategy of their experience?
So a lot of the strategy for our game comes with the new defensive options that we've added this year. So one of the biggest examples is breakers. Instead of reversals being the only tool for countering your opponent's attacks, grapples and combos actually don't use reversals. Instead, you counter them with a breaker. So when
A
you're doing
breaker.
a grapple or a combo on your opponent, they can counter that attack by pressing the same light, heavy, or grapple input against you. So
What?
those moves are countered with breakers. Everything else is countered with a reversal. So knowing what kind of attack you expect your opponent to
Nah,
perform.
bro. No. I again. I don't know. It's not a fighting game, bro. It's not a fucking fighting game. Why the fuck do I need a fucking breaker? Just let me press the fucking reverse button. Let me time my fucking reversals. What the fuck? Like, no.
Form can already prime you to know how you want to counter it. So there's already a mind game.
So, you telling me if my opponent is doing a grapple heavy light, I have to fucking guess what the fuck it is just to get a breaker? Are you fucking serious right now? Like what? Like what?
At that level. Then you have blocking, which is all new. If you hold down the reversal button, you enter a blocking stance, and that lets you withstand light, heavy, and running attacks. And then you can counterattack faster than your opponent can after blocking. You can also dodge with the right bumper, so you can kind of choose a direction and get out of the way really quickly if you time your dodge correctly. But it's
What is this fucking? What is this? Dead Souls? Like what the hell?
higher risk than a block. And then when you're on the ground, you also can button mash to get up faster, or you can press right bumper to do a quick get up at the cost of some resource. So when you have all of those defensive options available to you, it makes when you're on defense, it's a lot more strategic, but also when you're on offense, you have to be careful with how you want to attack your opponent so that they don't counter you.
So our community has been speculating about the HUD and like guessing like what these little glowing meters mean and all this stuff. Jonathan, I'm gonna let you be the first to break this down.
Okay, yeah, I know
Finally, at
about
the bottom
this.
is your finisher meter.
Yeah, I know about that. That's cool.
In our
Whatever.
internal matches of 2K22, we get wild swings and back and forth and a bunch of oh so close moments that we really feel make the match memorable. And in addition to that, we added a new stun meter that shows up on the characters when it's close
I
to
don't
time.
know, man.
So we're really excited to show off our new HUD and for our users to play with.
And so Derek, can you talk about the how strategy is incorporated into that part of the new
Man,
mechanic?
all right. I think I'm done. I think I seen enough. I think I seen enough. Like I said, bro. Like I don't know how to feel about this game. Me personally, I'm gonna wait to see, and I'm gonna look at reviews I'm gonna watch some people on Twitch with it, cause I am not about to spend $60 or $70 on this game for me to hate this stuff. Like the only bright spot I see right now is the GM mode. And that's if they do that correctly. And hopefully they come up with another ringside report about GM mode and the highlights of it. Because honestly, bro, the gameplay it's a hit or miss for me right now. Like I said, this is not a fighting game. It's a wrestling game. Yes, it's classified on a fighting game, but y'all really turn this into like a fighting type franchise. And it don't have to be like that. Just we only thing we want is just the old SmackDown versus Raw type gameplay. That's it. That's all we want. But hey, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'm out. Peace.